Hey guys, I'm Jared. Derek is out of town right now, so in this special video, I'll just talk about myself a little bit. So one thing that I really enjoy doing is drawing. I've been drawing since I was very young, like earlier than 6 years old. When I was younger, I used to practice a lot more than I do right now, but I still draw occasionally. I mostly draw pencil on paper, and I think my art looks okay, but I haven't practiced much recently. I usually like to draw characters from movies or shows that I like. Here's a picture of a cuttlefish that I drew. Cuttlefish are one of my favorite animals. This is a raven. This is the Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth. And this is one of my favorite drawings. This is Christian Bale playing Patrick Bateman from American Psycho. I don't draw very much anymore, but I'd like to practice more and get into the habit of doing so. As I told you from what I like drawing, I like movies a lot. I really enjoy Stanley Kubrick movies, but I also like dark comedies. Some of my favorite movies are Life of Brian, Misery, Hot Fuzz, Dr. Strangelove is always good, Mein Führer, I can walk! 2001: A Space Odyssey is one of my favorite movies as well. But American Psycho is probably my favorite movie. I find it hilarious and I often quote it a lot with my brother. I've also read the book for American Psycho, which is also very good. It has a lot more funny stuff in it that they don't put in the movies because it's a little too extreme for a movie, but I find it funny. Speaking of books, I also like to read a lot. I really enjoy science fiction, Isaac Asimov mostly. I really enjoy his Foundation series, but I also enjoy his short stories as well. Also in science fiction, I really enjoy the Mars trilogy, Red Mars, Green Mars, and Blue Mars. This is a great series about colonizing Mars, and it's really fantastic, and I highly recommend it. I also like Dune. Dune's kind of long to read, as you can see, and there's like 8 books in the series, which I haven't read yet, but I fully intend on doing so. I'm also a huge fan of H.P. Lovecraft. I really enjoy his stories as well. The Cthulhu mythos is one of my favorite things, and it influences a lot of jokes and inside jokes between me and my brother. Also, one of my favorite literary figures is Mark Twain. I recently got his autobiography, and I'm reading through it, and he's even more of an interesting person than I thought. And also, speaking of books, one of my favorite series is George R.R. Martin's A Song of Fire and Ice. The book series is so much more in depth than the show, and I highly, highly recommend anyone to read this series if you enjoy the show, because they have so much more details and events in the books that they don't tell you in the show. I also like to play video games. When I was younger, I used to play console games, mostly Nintendo and Super Nintendo games, and really around PlayStation 2 is when I stopped playing console games. But now I mostly play PC games. I've played The Sims since I was maybe 8 years old. I continue playing it today, where I'm playing The Sims 4 currently. I also enjoy Minecraft. StarBound is an interesting game. One of my favorite games is a small game called Haven and Hearth, which is very interesting. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing a little bit more about myself. When my brother gets back, he might make a video himself about things that he enjoys, although our interests are basically identical, so he'll probably just repeat things that I've said. Well, it's been fun, guys. I hope to see you next video. Remember, there's 2 of us, well, not right now, but still give 2 thumbs up.